speech.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. The early part of my commentary is also relevant to the Community Court Bill. I now discuss specifically the Bougainville Community Court Bill 2024. The Bougainville Community Court Bill is intended to establish the Bougainville Community Courts, a new community justice system for Bougainville with jurisdiction similar to that of village courts under national law. The community courts will form an integrated system of justice along with the Bougainville Court to be established under the separate Bougainville Court Bill. Community courts will not exercise formal judicial powers, but rather deliver a system of community justice aligned with customary systems of social control and dispute resolution. The community court model has been specifically designed for Bougainville and will be unique and distinct from the Papua New Guinea village court system. Community courts will replace village courts, and the National Village Courts Act of 1989 will no longer apply in Bougainville. Community justice proceedings assist the communities in the area of the community court to maintain safety, order, and security, and prevent conflict from starting or escalating. Community justice proceedings will be used to resolve disputes or conflicts, protect individuals or properties from harm, address allegations causing harm to a person or property, or address non-compliance with community government rules. Anyone may ask a community court to deal with a matter, including a traditional chief or other traditional leaders. A person who is normally resident in the area of the court or the community government of that area. The Secretary for Justice is responsible for the administration of the community courts, including managing the appropriated budget. The Secretary cannot, however, give any directions to a community court official about how a particular matter before the community court should be dealt with. Administrative instructions issued by the Secretary may provide further details on administrative processes to be followed by community courts, including reporting audits and inspections. The Secretary must report annually to the BEC about the operations of community courts. The Secretary must consult the community governments of the relevant area to identify suitable candidates for appointment as community court officials. Appointments of community court magistrates are made by the ABG Minister for Justice. There should be both male and female community court magistrates for each community court. Other details on suitable candidates for appointment as community court magistrates, peace officers and clerks are provided. Remuneration, allowances, and reasonable expenses payable to community court officials are to be determined by the Minister by notice in the Bougainville Gazette and made on advice of the Bougainville Executive Council. The standard terms of conditions of appointment of community court officials must include a process for removal of a community court official from office for breaching or failing to comply with a condition of appointment for misconduct or for failure or incapacity to carry out official duties satisfactorily. In transitioning law and justice services into the new Bougainville model, Madam Deputy Speaker, it is essential that service delivery on the ground to the people of Bougainville is enhanced and that it does not fall below the existing levels. Accordingly, all existing operational and development costs for national law and justice services in Bougainville will be captured within the ABG one-line budget as part of the transition process. This funding component includes staff salaries, benefit, operational costs, and development funding. The total cost of delivering law and justice services in Bougainville is being calculated as part of the ongoing consultations with the national government. I am confident that by adopting this three-pillar approach that is enabling legislation, practical migration, and funding for the new Bougainville law and justice system can be established in a secure and sustainable way. This will provide a solid platform for further progression as Bougainville develops its constitution for independence through the Constitutional Planning Committee. I commend these bills to you on this momentous day in Bougainville's history, where we establish the third arm of the government, so our people stand ready to operate as an independent nation. Thank you, Madam Speaker.